The all-new TLX is offered in both front-wheel drive and, of course, all-wheel drive. We have the all-wheel drive, and that's the benefit of getting the top trim level. Front-wheel drive models can be equipped with either a 2.4-liter four-cylinder or a 3.5-liter V6. The super handling all-wheel drive is available only with a V6 engine. Now, that 2-liter four-cylinder only produces about 206 horses. The 3.5-liter in our tester, 290 horses and 267 pound-feet of torque. So when you press that gas pedal, you're going to feel every bit of that. By the way, mine made it to a 9-speed automatic transmission, and we do have those paddle shifters on the steering wheel, which is pretty badass if you ask me. As far as fuel economy numbers, it's rated at 21 city, 31 highway. We've been averaging mixed driving this week in the low 20s. I have been letting it breathe a little bit on the highway under the speed limit, but you know, those acceleration points. So I think you can get better gas mileage if you drive a little bit smarter. And the recommended fuel type is premium unleaded. Here's a look at your real world legroom and headroom. And one thing, this seat does come back a little bit after you turn the car off. So this is not completely true, but even so, I do have a little bit of room between my knees in the back of the seat. I'm 5'11", so it's going to be a fairly comfortable ride for you back here, especially in these leather trim seats. A really gorgeous interior layout. The colors they've chosen for this vehicle, spot on, really complements the theme and feel of what this car is trying to accomplish with this luxury experience, and I think it's what it really is. As far as headroom, if I sit up as straight as possible, I can hit the roof line, but there is an indent here, so that gives you a little bit more room. And so if you're looking at someone who might be 6'2" or so, unless they want to really scooch back, it will be a little bit in the tight side for someone 6'2" and above. There is a sliding roof right here. It does tilt and slide back as well, so a little more space right there. And there are some vents in the center, and this does fold down to give you a pair of cup holders and one more container if you have some keys or if you have some loose change or a pen or pencil. That's where you would have to have that. And finally, there is a compartment behind the driver and passenger seat if you're back here and you want to read a magazine or put something back there. I wonder who uses these anymore. It's more or less something you'd see on an airplane, right? All right, let's go ahead and take a look at your real world cargo room and trunk space. There are 3 ways to open the trunk lid of the TLX. There's a push button just left of the steering wheel where the driver sits. Of course, there's one right here on the key fob. I can press and hold that, it'll come up. Otherwise, once the car is unlocked or the key fob is close enough, push a button underneath the Acura icon. Let me wipe off that backup camera. And here it is. Now behind this back row of seats, just one back row of seats, you've got 14.2 cubic feet of volume. Now this is the advanced package, and that gives you a little bit more room. If you didn't have the advanced package on your tester or the car that you buy, you're looking at 13.2 cubic feet of volume. And that is a 60-40 fold down back seat split. But even when you do pull these to release those seats, it's kind of a narrow opening. So, you know, I thought it was a lot more room when I got it the first time when I did my Just Arrived video, so it's good for me to have it for a week and then experiment with this. You can get plenty of luggage back there, don't get me wrong, but it kind of narrows in, kind of funnels in the center, so you don't really have as much room as you'd like to have. And there is just below the floorboard some more storage and also a spot down there for a pump to fill up any flats you may have. So there you go. Let's look at your trunk space and cargo room in the back of the TLX. So the MSRP range here in the 2015 Acura TLX is between $31,500 and $44,800 for the top trim level, which includes all the bells and whistles, which you see right here. If you're looking for a vehicle with plenty of power behind the wheel, decent fuel economy, and more luxury features than you can shake a stick at, plus safety is a big concern for you, then the TLX is definitely worth a look and absolutely a test drive. We'll have much more details on everymandriver.com, and if you haven't already, check out our Just Arrived video. I think you might enjoy it. Until next time, I'm Dave Erickson with Everyman Driver. Thanks for watching.